That's a crit. Alright, everybody, welcome back to the channel. The main event here. Got some more games for you today. Question of the day: name Pokemon that's performed better for you than you ever expected. Obviously, mine is Zapdos because it's been performing really well for me. Some more of it today with other mons that I haven't showed as much. Like the Kyogre makes a visit today. Registeel makes an appearance. Incineroar comes to a match or two. Like Incineroar, I haven't seen him in a while. So like the video, subscribe if you're new. If you're new, stay a while. Take off your coat, all that good stuff. And that's all I got for today. So thank you guys for coming and onto the first battle. All right, it's a Xerneas team. They got like Fake out here. This feels like definitely going with Whimsicott. Whimsicott for sure. Oh, all right. I thought I heard a weird sound. We'll see if that showed up in the recording. This is good against Sun. This under Tailwind will do good against a bunch of their mons. How does this do here? Another Steel type could be nice, but they have a Ground and a Fire type I don't want to deal with. Rain could be good. And Sin is good here against everything except the Thundurus. You know what? I don't bring Kyogre to a lot of matches, so let's bring Kyogre. Kyogre has not come to any of my matches, so let's bring it. If we can get rid of the Venusaur first. Thundurus and Charizard I can live with. That's gotta be the I'm gonna taunt it because I feel like that's gonna be the Thundurus that's a support one. And I'm gonna Airstream the Charizard because there's no way Charizard just stays in here, right? And I'm maxing, so either Charizard's maxing or either Charizard's maxing or nothing's maxing because the Thundurus will be faster, which leads me to believe that is support Thundurus. If it's support Thundurus and we get this taunt off, we're in such a good spot. So here's the thing, right? They do max the Charizard, which is pretty whack. It's pretty whack because they're probably gonna blow up my Whimsicott, and I wanted to get Tailwind off, but they might go max Fire. Hopefully they go Airstream. Airstream would be ideal. So they can't Area Impulse me. They can't Scary Face me. We do get the Airstream off first. We get a lot of damage off, so that's awesome. That's wonderful. So even if they Airstream, okay, this is better. This is better. This is better. Cause now I get off Tailwind. So I Tailwind here all the time. And so even if they max guard, I don't care because then I just get a free switch in anyway. So it's safe to do this, right? Even if they max guard, it doesn't matter. Because again, they can't do a lot of damage with the Thundurus anyway. So they'll knock out Whimsicott and I get a free switch in. And I'm still faster, so next turn the Charizard is gonna go down. I'm already at +1, so that doesn't matter. So now I can bring in the Kyogre because I'm under Tailwind. I'm just gonna water spout here. And then I'm going to airstream right here. Yeah, because then I get the boost and I just blow up both Pokemon. So they have no... Okay, this just means Venusaur dies. This just means Groudon dies. This just means Groudon dies. That's not a good switch-in. That's not a good switch-in at all. Oh my gosh. That's not a good switch-in. In the comments, that's not a good switch-in. That's not a good switch-in in the comments, please. Yeah, they don't survive. It's just a Charizard, dude. And like, yeah, you got Sun Up, but like, I could just Heat Wave you. So even in the sun, like, I'm just gonna water spout anyway. I'm just gonna Heat Wave. It does not matter. You can Air Impulse one of us, that's fine. Heat Wave in the sun with Life Orb still gonna do good damage. Of course you missed the Xerneas, and this is where the game starts to act stupid, right? This is where the game starts to act dumb. Of course, this is where the game acts foolish. So now I need to Orange Impulse. Actually, how many? I have one turn of Tailwind. That's not great. But they can't KO us both, I don't believe. So, still gonna Origin Pulse. And I do have some speed boost on this, so I think getting rid of the Thunderous here is key. That's okay, because if once I get this Thunderbolt off into their Thunderous, I'll win anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Get rid of that. So now even if they pick up a KO, it doesn't matter here, because the Zacian in the back is gonna win the game for me. That's perfect. I'll take the crit, it's okay. And don't let me get damage off here. Look at this, missing. They trying to smoke me. Moonblast won't do enough damage. I'm just gonna Origin Pulse. Behemoth Blade. Yeah, Moonblast is a good try, but it's not gonna be enough. Good effort, because like you could maybe crit Moonblast there, give yourself a chance. But bye-bye Xerneas. Okay, interesting team here, right? Because they got Kyogre. They have so you know what? Whimsicott, Zapdos. Now, for me, it makes sense to do who and who. Incineroar is nice. You know, I have Max Flare though for their steel types. They have physical attackers which are annoying, but like I can live with their physical attackers. Like I can deal with them just fine, I believe. Zacian is really good here. And maybe it's still, maybe I do bring the Instant in case I need it. They have 4 physical attackers. And like the Kyogre is good, but like how good? Like, is it better than the utility Incineroar provides me? So let's bring it in. Kyogre, you finally got a turn. So I don't want to hear nothing. So I'm thinking like that might be a coaching Zamazenta. If it is, I gotta smoke it on like turn 1. No, I could taunt it. I can taunt a coaching Zamazenta. That's not a big deal. I can taunt the turn 1 coaching Zamazenta. If they leak Garchomp, I'm in trouble. Okay, this is fine. This is actually okay. This is actually okay. So I'm gonna get some big damage off into their Landorus here. Always taunt this thing. And I'm gonna airstream the Lando. I should get at least 50% off, make it like a 2-hit KO. Not gonna like bring in the Incineroar here or nothing like that. They should max the Landorus here, expecting to be able to get off a coaching. But they're expecting a Tailwind. Maybe they max guard thinking that they can like protect themselves from damage and then get off of free coaching, but we not doing that. Cause like if that thing gets +1 attack and then starts getting airstreams up, can't do nothing about that. Especially because I have Zacian and Instant in the back, so like they both would get smoked. I should have actually thought about it more, because we're actually very Landorus weak, aren't we? Maybe Kyogre should have came again. It's Snarl. That is trash. That is actually whack. That reduces my damage by so much. So because we have the speed boost, so like yeah, I'm definitely bringing in the Zacian here because I need to smoke that thing right out the sky. And like even though our damage got reduced, we're still the fastest thing on the field. Some of the Behemoth Blade. Do they have a swap-in? They don't have an instant or nothing like that. So Behemoth Blade is fine. And then Airstream right here should be fine as well. Yeah, I don't care about that. So this boost should make my Zamazenta take out the Lando, which means they don't get any more Airstream boosts, so they cannot snarl me again next turn. We should take this thing out. Please take this thing out. Thank goodness, because things would have got real bad. I don't think did that. I'll run the calc, but I don't think the crit mattered. Because they had so much chip, I don't believe it mattered. So now they have to bring out something like a oh, this is wonderful. This is perfect. I can do. Oh, this is wonderful. A sacred sword, this that dies. A max flare, this that dies. Sacred sword ignores their +1 defense. It gets them out the paint. Kyogre? Huh, Tornadus. I can live with that. Take 50%, take 50%, 40. 40's okay. Cause now I have Incineroar in Sun versus what's it called? Oh, it survived? Who did this go into? That is nothing to me because I'm too strong. Okay, so I'm +1 speed. They're at +1 speed. So we're faster than them, but at the tail end, they will be faster. But they can't actually hurt me, so... how much... Let's just get rid of this thing, and then Thunderbolt to get rid of this. No point in overthinking it, right? Let's just make the plays. Let's just make the plays. Because their Zamazenta can't hurt either one of us. So I still pick up 2 KOs. 2 KOs, baby. Yeah, that just never does enough damage. That's the problem with Zamazenta, right? Like, it's a good Pokemon to me. I think it's really good. It just doesn't do enough damage sometimes. Mostly because people don't really invest in its attack stat. That poor Thunderous never stood a chance. It never stood a chance, did it? Poor guy. Let's see who they go after. Neither one, they quit. Yeah, with the Incineroar in the back, it didn't really matter what they did because I was going to Heat Wave it or Sacred Sword it, bring it down to its sash. Incineroar comes in, fakes it out. GG's. GG's. All right, so what do we got here, right? Like, I got a lot going on here. How do I want to deal with the one thing I need to deal with is that stupid, what's it called, right? The Dialga. Like, do I deal with that with... But Zapdos does good into everything else, so like I don't have a choice. The Zacian can deal with the Dialga and everything else for the most part. Now it's a matter of Kyogre does pretty bad here. Registeel is good in the end game against all these Pokemon. They can't really hurt me, can they? So let's bring that. Let's bring that. Cause like that's probably another support Thunderous. Cause they don't have a lot of this team seems too offensive, right? Like it doesn't have a lot of support. Like Rillaboom, even though it sometimes does supportive things, still like fake out Grassy Glide, right? That's it. So I'm thinking that Thundy is also a support Thundy. So see if there's like some kind of okay, Misty Surge does come out. So here's the thing, right? The Tapu Fini has to switch here. But what can swap in to Max Lightning? Maybe just the Rillaboom? But then it just gets whooped next turn. Let's taunt this thing so they can't Trick Room on us. Airstream is still safe here to start getting speed boost up. Even if they max the Fini, you still take a sizable chunk of damage from me. To the point where like next turn I still probably can like knock it out with a Max Lightning afterwards. But, like I don't want Trick Room going up right now, right? And the fact that they're like not Dynamaxing. So they can't Trick Room, which is perfect. Can I get a helping handoff right here? Like when they switch? Do I have anything to actually hit that Dialga with? I'm gonna leave the terrain because it messes up their dragon type moves. I'm not gonna change that. I think I'm gonna helping hand and Airstream right here. So they're gonna be Dynamaxing their Dialga. Like I can beat Dialga in the end game with Zacian and what? Registeel. I think I brought Registeel, right? I guess it was smart there to not sacrifice something else. Just let the Fini die. I'm probably gonna max Steel Spike into the Whimsicott. To be expected. So like even though I've used 2 turns of my max, they've used 1 of theirs on my Sash, right? So it's not a huge deal. And right now, whatever they bring in is going to be important. Because it probably doesn't have Protect, whatever it is. So I'm definitely going to set up the Sun here. Is Tailwind up? Tailwind is not up. Tailwind needs to go up. So I can't get a helping handoff right here. It's gonna protect, which is fine, because like I'll still get damage in Sun. That's good damage. Through Protect, that's good damage. And like they only get 1 attack off this turn, and they got to use it on Whimsicott, right? So realistically, like my Zacian could take out their Zacian. Cause like, what if this Heat Wave misses, right? Who can swap into? Nobody can swap in here. So this and this seems fine. So my Zacian should survive the turn. If I survive this turn, which I think I will, I should be fine. That's a crit. Nope, the Dialga just decided to be really strong today. Is it even Life Orb? Looks like it lost some health, so it is Life Orb. But with Tailwind and my boost, I'm still in really good shape. And now they can't even like try to Trick Room up, right? I had Tailwind, but does it matter? Because I still have +2 speed, so I'm fastest thing on the field either way. So I body press here every time. I believe I Heat Wave, and it should knock it out. Okay, good. This is fine, because it's like, that means they don't get any damage off this turn. And this should do like a little bit of damage to the Dialga. That might put it in range. That might be in range. It's not in range. Earth Power means nothing. Roar Time means nothing. Roar Time means nothing. It just means that they have to it means that they need to, what you call it now. The only thing is that because Iron Defense here and then body pressing would be ideal. Do they have Sacred Sword is the question. Because body press doesn't take out the Zacian from this range without an Iron Defense boost. So I have to do this. They do have Sacred Sword. It does 50%. That defense boost that the Dialga got really did save it. So here's the thing, right? Let's say they protect like the Zacian. Let's see if they protect the Zacian, which would be ideal for us. Because their own Earth Power Life Orb chip should knock them out on the Dialga. That's a crit? If they don't crit right there, what ends up happening is I survive Earth Power, right? Because the Dialga sucks. I would knock out the Zacian. Then I could like protect, get some health back. Actually, no, I would just knock out the Zacian. Their Dialga would die to Life Orb Recall, and I'd win the game. Saved by crit. It's alright. It is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Crits happen. Crit happens. See you guys next one. Question of the day. Pokemon that performed better for you than expected. Zapdos for me. Might build a new team. Might keep going with this one. We'll find out. Let me know what you guys want in the comments. See you guys in the next one. Peace.